How are you? That I hope that you're doing well. So this is the first time for me going live from YouTube, so I don't know that is going on. It's really good or not. So here that I love talking about one thing, that how can I study for everything, that how can I study for different categories, how can I study for beginner, how can I study for intermediate if you are an intermediate person, how can I study even though for the advanced person. So here that we want to talk about everything. Shahd, hi, how are you? I hope that you're good. Just could you hear me well or not? That's the thing. Just let me know. Just tell me, could you hear me or not? Type. Simply, guys. Now, عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you so much. So guys, before just talking, before doing anything, just tell me that do you want me continue this live video in English or in Arabic? That I want to help you so much in this live video. So just let me know. So could you understand me in Arabic, or could you understand me that's while I'm talking in English, or do you want me speak in Arabic? How are you? How are you guys? I hope that you're doing well. How are you, Shah? I'm good. So guys, come on, could you understand me while I'm talking in English, or just you want me to speak in Arabic to understand me? Because that we talk about how can I study, and this is something is really important because that will help us to understand what will happen to the end road that after a year, after maybe 6 months, and we're going to talk about for how long do I need to be perfect or maybe good at English. So much important. So guys, just let me know. So could you understand me in English, or should I speak in Arabic? Okay, this first one says speak in English. Okay. Okay guys, I will continue talking in English for advanced class and for the intermediate class, and when I will have the beginner one, I will start talking in Arabic because I want to help everybody here. So the first thing first, how can I study for intermediate class? Yashad, you will be better than me one day, don't really worry, because you will be really good. So what I'm talking about, how can I study for intermediate class and for advanced class, and this is something is so much important for so many people. So many students, they do a wrong thing. And before talking about how can I study, let us talk about the negative effects that we took from schools. What the schools did for us. The first thing, that we became dependent, we depend on everything related to school, that we became dependent. So the meaning of dependent basically, which means that we want someone to come to help us, and what we're going to do, that we're going to be waiting for his or her help. So again, so for example, that you will go to school and that you will be waiting for the teacher, and you will talk with the teacher, just give me vocabulary, give me grammar, give me the pronunciation, what is the correct pronunciation for this word, and you don't really want to spend really a minute thinking about how can I really do this. First thing first, you can study with yourself. Everything is going to be really good. There is no hard thing. No, it's not really one hard thing. If you want to do a thing, you can do it. It's really clear. It's really amazing. It's not that really hard. You can do this. So the first thing first, that we became dependent. I mean, dependent, which means that we need a mentor, we need a teacher who come to help us to do a thing. Thank you so much, Abrahman. I love you so much. So this is the first thing, basically, that we became dependent. We need someone to come to help us, and this is so much hard. This is so much challenging for us. So first thing first, if you need to be good at English or anything else, that you have to be independent. That you have to take the nation, and you have to say, okay, this is mine. I wanna do everything. That I wanna help myself doing this. So first thing first, that you have to understand, you have to go on, guys, that you have to be independent. So first thing first, you are the mistaker. Go on and move. This is the first thing. The second thing is, if you want to be good at English, that basically that I want to talk about something. English simply is two things. Number one is input. What is the meaning of input? Input, which means that you take information and you build in your head, which means input. So input, what are the input? The input basically is for listening and reading. Listening and reading. We listen, we take phrases and we put it in our mind. Reading, we read phrases, read everything, and then we put it in our mind. Basically that you have to understand. Input. What are the output? In the other side, or in the you know what, in the cross side, that we love to talk about the output. And what is the output? Yes, thank you so much. This is really right. The second thing, the output is something is really important. What is the output, or what are the outputs? The output is, for example, number one is speaking. That you have to speak. Why? That I have input. Okay, let me ask you guys something. If I, for example, me as Ahmed, that if I want to learn English and you gave me some vocabulary, English vocabularies, and I put it in my mind what I have to do. What is the second step? The second step, that you have to use it. You have to speak, and this is the output, as I have mentioned before. So the second thing, the outputs are number one, speaking. Two is writing, because that's the thing that you put it in your mind, and then they wanna write it. So again, the thing is, English is two things: input and output. And the input basically is to learn, and the output basically is to try to use the thing that you have learned before. For me as Ahmed, if you are intermediate student or advanced student, that you have to focus on the output for 80% output, and for the input for only 20%. And what are the intermediate and advanced students always do is they want to learn. Just give me vocabulary, give me phrases, give me idioms, give me pronunciation, give me everything. And for me as Ahmed, what I do really think about that, they are wasting their time, they are wasting their energy, they are wasting their money, and as well they are wasting the you know what, the positive energy, and they won't be patient about this. Thank you so much. Yeah, Shahid, thank you so much. How can I think in English? Yes, Samah. So just give me a minute and I will tell you. So Samah, that I will answer your questions. So guys, if you have any questions, that just let me know down. So what I need you to focus on, if you are intermediate or advanced class, is speak. And for the question for Samah, I don't want to go out, but I'll let you know, yes, Samah. So Samah, before I will answer your question that how can I think in English, let me tell you something. How can you, or why do you think in Arabic? It's so much important. Why do you think in Arabic? You have to ask yourself this question. Why do I, as someone that I need to speak English, why I do really think in Arabic? Think first thing first, that you speak in Arabic, or you think really in Arabic because of one thing. While, or maybe when you were out of school, you learned English by Arabic. For example, what is the meaning of book? Book, which means kitab. What is the meaning of door? Which means bab. What did you do, ya Samah? You did one thing. English plus Arabic. English plus Arabic. English plus Arabic. Every English word equal every Arabic word. And here, what's wrong with this? That you systemize your brain about one thing. English, Arabic, English, Arabic, English, Arabic. So the thing is that you learn in English and you want Arabic. And for me, like as Ahmed now, I am speaking with you in English now, and what are you doing? For you guys, that, hi, how are you? I hope that you understand me better. So guys, come on. So I'm talking about one thing. If I am speaking in English, what are you doing in Arabic? That you are translating what I am saying for you. You're not focusing in everything. You're not trying to understand and then give me a response. And here there is a crucial thing, guys, that you have to understand. For us as Arab students, or Arab learners, what do? We do only one thing. You speak in English, and I translate in Arabic, and then understand in Arabic, and then try to respond in Arabic, then try to translate from Arabic to English, and then try to give you the response in English. This is so much time, this is so hard, this is so challenging for you. So the thing is, why do we think in Arabic because of one really thing. Is because of one really thing. And what is this thing? Basically because that you learn in Arabic, in your mother tongue, that every English word equals every Arabic word, and this is so much hard for you. Don't do this. If you want to think in English, that you have to do one really thing. And what is this thing is? This thing is what? Study English by English. What is the meaning of, for example, afraid? Afraid that you have to study afraid, that which means that you feel fear. Now, what you did, English by English. I'm not saying this is really easy for you, this is really hard, this is really challenging for you, but at the end road, you will speak you will speak without thinking. For me as Ahmed now, do I think, guys? I'm not preparing, I'm not looking at a paper. What I'm doing now, that I have said, guys, that I have a live video, we're going to speak in English, and that I'm trying to help you, that I don't have anything talking about, but I'm speaking in a shot, spontaneously. Okay, this is the thing. So there is another question. I hope that you understand me, guys, about how could you think in Arabic. أنا مش بحب like I don't like the language, ولكن ابني KG2. So, okay, if you understand me in Arabic, if you understand me in English, that I can give you the answer in English. If you cannot understand me in English, I can tell you in Arabic. So, like you have told me that you have a kid and of KG2. If لو فهماني in English, that I can continue in English. لو مش فهماني قولي لي هرد على حضرتك بالعربي. Let me just know. So again, guys, that we were talking about how can we think in English. So thinking in English, it needs two simple things. Number one, study English by English. Do not really put any other Arabic or maybe that your you know what, your mother tongue. So هقول لحضرتك حالا بالعربي. حاضر. So that's the thing. This is the first thing. What is the second thing? The second thing, that you have to listen. Listening and studying in English. أنا مش بحب اللغة ولكن ابني KG2. حاضر. بص حضرتك، هو حضرتك لو عندك ابني في KG2 فهو حاليا دلوقتي معظم الناس بتدخل أولادها في مدارس انترناشونال ومدارس IG. فالمدارس دي عايزه لغه رهيبه، وبتحس ان هو الابن ما شاء الله يعني كويس جدا جدا، وحتى احنا مش عارفين نتكلم معاه. فهنا that you need only one thing. لا هو عايز حد منتور طبعا، عايز حد يقعد معاه، وعايز حد ان هو يبتدي ان هو يتكلم معاه، يبتدي ان هو يفهمه صح. وحضرتك برضو that you have to تبتدي تاخدي ستيب كده. يعني في هتلاقي عندي على القناه على اليوتيوب، هتلاقي كده ازاي ابدا انجليزي من البدايه. هتلاقي كده ان احنا ازاي نبدا نذاكر كلمات، وازاي نخش، وازاي نبدا، وازاي نتكلم، وازاي نمارس. فده ذا ثينج. يعني هو لازم حد يتكلم معاه، لازم حد ان هو يعلمه صح. هو عايز تعليم. وممكن حضرتك برضو تستخدمي اليوتيوب، خش على اليوتيوب وابتدي ان انت تكتبي فيديوهات لتعليم KG2، هتلاقي كتير جدا. I hope that my answer was really clear for you. لو حضرتك عندك أي question تاني, just let me know. Guys, I'm waiting for your questions. So please give me any question. I will answer you. So just give me any question. I'm just hearing you. I'm just trying to do this. أكاديمية بياخدوا دروس في حضانة ممتازة ب10,000 في الترم. Oh my god. هو بص حضرتك for me as what أحمد what do I really believe. هو أنا مقتنع بحاجة واحدة بس. شوفي بس هو الأكاديمية أكيد بتعلموه، بس هو ممكن الموضوع معاه حاجة نفسية. لا that you have to understand. لا لازم تقعدي معاه ولازم تتكلمي معاه. حاولي برضو تتكلمي مع الأكاديمية. لا لازم تروحي. انت مش بتدفعي فلوس قليله. لا روحي. لازم تعملي بس 2 meetings. the first meeting that with your son. لا اتكلمي معاه واتكلموا معاهم. لعب وفهم بقى لا خليه بقى اللي هو اديله activities كتير that he has to play. I hope بس ان الاجابه بتاعتي تكون واضحه. So guys, let's go back and we were talking about that how can I think in English, and that was my answer. So guys, if you have just any questions, let me know. I will continue going on. So I was talking about if you need to, or maybe if you are in the intermediate or advanced class, that you have to do only one thing, and the thing is to try to focus on the output. And what are the output, as I have mentioned, is speaking, and other thing is writing. That you have to focus on speaking and writing. Don't focus on so much vocabularies. Don't focus on that I need to learn so much hard. This is not really important for you, and it's not that really crucial for you. That you have to move on, continue to scrub this one off. So that for the first thing. How can I study grammar? How are you? How can I study grammar? This thing is go get to have. إني بتلخبط فيهم. حاضر. شاهد, I will tell you, but let me just know that I can tell you in English or in Arabic to help you out. So for you, yeah, May, how can I study grammar? For you, yeah, May, that I know your level, that you are intermediate class or student, that what you have to focus on, understanding only one tense, and how can I use it? For example, that I taught you before. For example, that if I want to talk about for example, present simple, guys, focus on this. This is something is really important. For example, if I want to study present simple, don't go for a grammar book and focus on present simple is putting SESIS for subject or the third person, which is he, she, it. Don't do this. This is so much hard. No, don't do this. Focus on when can I use present simple. I will use present simple, maybe fact, maybe habit, maybe something that I do really every day. So focus on this. When. Don't read. Don't focus on any other thing. So focus on when can I use this. So I will use present simple if I need to talk about fact, habit, and a routine. So this is the first thing. Understand when can I use it. Don't go for form. Second thing is just go for form. How can I format this? Present simple, that we have two categories. Category number one, that I, we, you, they. Category number two, he, she, it. And focus on how can I use this and how can I use that. Surprisingly, but if you understand when and how and the formats and negative and positive and questions, all of them are only 10%. كل ده what? 10%. طيب, how can I reach 100%? 100% by one thing, and the thing is practicing. Practice makes progress. After understanding present simple, how can I do everything regarding to this? When can I put it in a conversation? For example, now I speak about this. Why I said I speak about this? So now I use the present simple. So basically what I needed to focus on, guys, don't study a grammar book. Don't go for a grammar book. Present simple is what and what and what. Present continuous is what and what and what. Don't do this. Practice. No 10%. Practice with 90%. And this is the crucial thing. So much easy for you. The challenging, go ahead and you will understand this so much. So if you have any question, guys, again, let me know. So that here we have another question from Shah about verb to go, but how can I use have and go? So Shah, basically that we have the verb have, and when can I use verb have to say this is for me? This, for example, this is a pen. I have a pen. I have a pen. For example, this is mine. So using verb to have to ensure or to empower, this is mine, this is for me, بتاعي. So I would say I have a pen. So first thing first, using verb to have to say this is for me. That talking about verb to have, that we have and has, have for I, we, you, they, and has for he, she, it. So for example, that he has a pen, but I have a pen. That's the first thing. When can I use go? Go, yeah, Shad, it's so much different using go for talking about a duration, that I go to school, I go to bus, I go to somewhere. So talking about or using verb to go to ensure about a thing. I go to somewhere. What comes after go somewhere? A place. I go to school, I go to bus, I go to a course, a center, go shopping, go to my friends. And what about, or maybe when can we use get? Just focus يا شهد بس we're using get for British accent, American accent don't use get. Okay? Like for example, I have got a phone, I can say I have a phone. So I have got a phone, which means that for British accent, and I have a phone, this is for American accent. So American, that they are so much easy, they are, or maybe they use, they have basically without any get. So guys, any other questions, just let me know, I can help you out here. Okay, last thing that we need to focus on, how can I study if I am as a beginner student? And here that I'm sorry that I will continue this live talking in Arabic because that I'm trying to help out the beginner student. So I'll continue talking in Arabic. طيب لو انت بقى as a beginner student او انت شخص beginner تبدأ تذاكر ازاي؟ For me as Ahmed, I think برضو ان انت لازم تبدأ ب role plays. يعني ايه role plays؟ Thank you so much Yashad, I hope that was really good. Yusra, thank you so much, I hope that was really good for you. طيب for you بقى guys, if I am as a beginner, لو انا شخص beginner ابتدي اذاكر ازاي؟ role plays. يعني role plays ابتدي اعرف حاجات معينه، situations معينه. يعني for example that عايز اتكلم مثلا، انا عايز افهم انا وانا في الشوبينج هعمل ايه؟ هتكلم ازاي في الشوبينج؟ لا تخش بقى على جوجل واكتب جوجل كده shopping conversations، محادثات للمحلات الملابس، هيجيب لك conversations كتير بالlistening بتاعها، بالسكريبت، بكل حاجه. ف what you have to do, keep studying, keep doing this. thank you so much. فلازم تعمل ايه؟ خد conversations كامله، خد محادثات كامله وابتدي study، ابتدي اسمع كتير، ابتدي اتكلم كتير، ابتدي ردد كتير. ف so simple, study by role plays. بالله عليك برضو لو انت beginner ما تبدأش ان انت تحفظ كتير 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 كتير. لا ابدأ افهم وابتدي ان انت اشتغل، افهم واشتغل، افهم وردد، افهم وردد. can you tell us how can we make... هرد على سؤالك حالا يا مي. فلو انت بس as a beginner student، عشان بس ما اقطعش الموضوع ده عشان مهم جدا، لو انت beginner student اشتغل من role plays. احفظ كلمات بس ابتدي استخدمها. تمام؟ for مي بقى that you are asking me question. Thank you so much Yamai. You can tell us how can we make a right conversation with ourselves. I think we need to do that to practice. So guys, let me tell you something. Practicing something is really important, something is really good, really good. Basically how can you study as Mai mentioned? By role plays برضه يا مي. For example guys, just to understand, like for example that now what I'm doing with you, that we're practicing together, for me as Ahmed, that I need to practice, okay? That I am home, I don't want to do anything, but I need to practice. I don't have a person to help me, I don't have a friend, I don't have any person just to come to help me. So basically what I have to do, role plays. Okay, in other words, that focus on, or maybe think that you are in a closed shop, and try to be the salesperson, and try to be the customer, and try to run the conversation. For example, that I'm here, that I am the customer. So, and guys, that you are the salesperson. So I will go to you and I tell you that, guys, come on, guys, that I need, for example, I need a shirt. And you will take the turn and you will tell me the other thing. So, basically that you have to run a conversation with yourself. وبرضه هتلاقي يا مي خش عندي كده على اليوتيوب هتلاقي ازاي امارس الانجليزي على الانترنت ببلاش، هتلاقي وهيساعدك جدا. So guys, thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you understood me. I hope that you got a lot of knowledge. Thank you so much. See you next time. وهتلاقي ان شاء الله يوم الثلاث هننزل سلسله جديده اسمها امريكاني، هنتكلم على النطق بالامريكان اكسنت، هتبقى سلسله مهمه جدا. شكرا لحضرتك جدا، هتبقى سلسله مهمه جدا. تابعي برضو سلسله امريكاني، هنتكلم على النطق. الفيديو مثلا 7 دقايق هنتكلم عن حاجه واحده بس بقى زي ما مي بتسال وزي ما الناس كلها بتسال نبراكتس ازاي، لا البراكتسنج بتاعك في الفيديو كله. what you have to do just you have to keep practicing 7 minutes كلهم practicing كلمات وجمل وتقول ورايا، فده هيفيدك جدا. thank you so much و I hope ان احنا استفدنا حاجه، واشوفكم على خير يا رب، والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.